be allowed to control the time.
Without objection. The gentleman from Vermont is recognized for 2.5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank the gentleman from Utah. Members of the House, a test of a great democracy is its capacity to make the grave decision to send its citizens to war. Such a decision was made after the attack on September 11th of 2001. It was a bipartisan decision. It was made for the right reasons, at the right time, and for the right result. Al-Qaeda was in Afghanistan. Osama bin Laden planned and executed the 9/11 mission from Afghanistan, and we sent our soldiers to war. And Vermont soldiers from all about the country, sacrificed bravely and served well. But an equally grave challenge and test for a democracy is whether, once that machinery of war has been put in gear, when circumstances change and the national security requires, can that democracy amend its decision, amend its policy as conditions have changed? We are at that moment today. It is a bipartisan question that faces us all. And the amendment that Mr. Chaffetz and I offer suggests that the policy that we are now pursuing, nation building in Afghanistan, is no longer the policy that is either financially sustainable nor in our best national security interest. There are 3 reasons. Number one, the threat of al-Qaeda has diminished in Afghanistan. The threat of terrorism in the world has not. This is not a nation-state centered threat. It is dispersed and decentralized. Mr. Chaffetz and I say, let us have a decentralized and dispersed response. The tactics that were so successful in eliminating Osama bin Laden, excellent in coordinated intelligence, and excellent in fierce special forces, was successful. Mr. Chaffetz and I, in our amendment, believe it is time for America to move from nation-state building to counterterrorism. Second, the situation in Afghanistan with an unreliable partner, incredible corruption that has been going from bad to worse, does not allow our military or our taxpayers to have any confidence that that nation-building strategy can be successful. So we call upon Congress to face this grave national security question from the perspective of, is it time to change? And I yield back.
Its time has expired.
Thank you.
For what purpose does the gentleman from New Jersey
Chairman, I rise to claim time in opposition.
The gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, I'd like to yield a minute and a half to the gentleman